I was planning to record this yesterday, and then something wild happened. I fell asleep. Um, if I even touch my bed, if I'm trying to watch a movie and I touch my bed, if I sit in my bed, if I get near my bed, damn near, I will fall asleep. I whatever it is, I go down immediately. Not sometimes it's not immediately, but other times it's like a 30-minute to an hour fight. And yeah, fell asleep last night, woke up at like 2:30. I was like, fuck, I meant to record this. So I just had to go to bed and sleep an extra 4 some hours. And here we are, Friday afternoon. Hope everybody had a good Friday. We're stumbling to the finish line here. There's 3 games left for every major league team has got 3 games left. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday being today, the 29th. So yeah, stumbling to the finish line. Teams like the Cardinals and Yankees, Red Sox, most teams right now, if they're out of the playoffs, they know it. Outside of a couple National League wild card teams, and I think the American League is settled last I saw, or at least it's close. The Mariners are putting something together. I know the Rangers blew it last night. My parlay hit, so that's cool. I had a division winner parlay. I placed it, I think it was around the All-Star break is when I placed it. It was a bonus bet, actually, so I won like $55. I mean, hey, pretty cool. Orioles, Dodgers, Brewers, and Twins were my picks to win the divisions, and the Orioles clinched the division yesterday. So yeah, won that. That was pretty fucking cool. But yeah, I haven't bet as much on baseball as of lately because I was real cold and I've been stepping away from it overall, but I figured it'd be fun. This is the last opportunity to bet on baseball for a long time, and so I figured, until next April, so we'll get it out of our system here. So I looked at some games that I had some mild interest in that are this weekend, or actually, all of these games are on Sunday, excuse me. So October 1st is the day of these games that I'm talking about here. So game 162. Game 162 games in a season. It's that number is objectively a lot of games, That's a lot of fucking games. How can you possibly play that many games of baseball? I agree with both of those statements, but also I'm happy that it's as long as it is cuz baseball being as ridiculously long of a season as it is, it gives like infinite opportunities for literally every game to just end differently. Fucking cat was banging on the door. But anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, 162 games a season, right? Baseball is already such a random game, but so much random shit already happens in the average baseball game. And so multiplying that by 162, I think is fucking awesome. And I think it's beautiful, and I love it. That's how I feel about it. So I figured it'd be fun to pick some games. 162 games is a lot. But yeah, first game, I've got Reds versus the Cardinals in St. Louis. As much as I would love for the Birds to win, and I bet they've got a decent chance because, I can't predict shit. I mean, I can't predict shit, but, here we are. So Reds versus Cardinals, as much as I would love for the Cardinals to win this game, and I wouldn't be terribly surprised if they did, but I think as of right now, the Reds still have a shot at the playoffs. So if that's true on Sunday, last game of the year, Hunter Green's on the mound for the Reds. Dude throws hard. He's really good. I like him. So depending on the circumstances, it could be advantage Reds as far as having an edge in a competition. But I got the Reds winning that. Sorry, Birds. Dodgers versus Giants. The Giants just fired their manager. I saw that in the car on my way home. So the Giants fired their manager. I'm still picking them to win their 162nd game. They got Logan Webb on the mound. He's been good all year. I think that he'll be able to finish the season, on a high note. They also just fired their manager. I mean, Jesus Christ. I don't think that changes my pick at all, but Bobby Miller pitching for the Dodgers. He's had a good rookie year, but I think the Giants will win that one. I think they'll somehow finish strong in the face of firing their manager and not making the playoffs and all that. So I'll pick the Giants. I've got the A's at the Angels. I think the A's will have a great game. I don't know why, but I have a feel it would just be the most fitting end to the season if the A's finish really well and the Angels struggled massively in the last game. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm also an A's an enjoyer of the Oakland Athletics. Won't get to enjoy them for much longer. But I've got the A's winning that game. I don't know. It's my last chance to pick the A's for the year. Maybe that's it. Who knows? We got Yankees versus Royals. This is Zach Greinke's last start of his career at home. That's a pretty cool thing. He's not had a great season by any means, but I'm picking the Royals for this because, the Yankees are out of it. They're not at home. Zach Greinke's got something to pitch for out there. I just got to see Waino pitch for something when he didn't have much left in the tank. I don't know how much Greinke's got left in the tank, but I know that he does not throw hard, and his stats are not the best. But it'll be his last time out there, so I'm curious to see how it goes. I hope he gets a good send off one way or the other. He's pitched forever, just like Waino. And then I've got last game, Rangers versus Mariners. Mariners had a hell of a win. I think it was last night. They walked it off against the Rangers, who the Rangers will be in the playoffs regardless, but I believe the Mariners are still fighting. So it's at Seattle. Gotta go with Seattle, I guess. I mean, I think that they'll have something to play for. Rangers have been spotty. I have another bet where I pick them to win the American League, and I'm hoping that they can get out of the first round, and then I'll start feeling a lot better about it. But I'll pick the Mariners for that one. This bet will be like $10. It'll be like a $10 bet, and I'll read it off right here, and I'll talk about it next week and see if this shit hits. If it does, that'd be amazing. But I'm not holding my breath. I've been ice cold. We're just doing this because it's the last chance to bet on regular season baseball until April. So figured you guys would get to hear why I don't bet anymore. Now this will be a hell of a parlay, because what is this? Reds, Giants, A's, Royals, Mariners. Yeah, that's five teams, and that's just picking them to win. So yeah, that's a 5-team parlay, and I'll bet like $10 on it. So we'll see, and I'll report back next Friday with the results. I'm not gonna win. I mean, I do not win. I've not been winning lately. I don't win if I try to bet on the NFL. I am ice cold. I won that division bet. That was cool. But yeah, I'm not hot at all with the betting. But that's okay. At least I get to talk about it on here, and I get to make it a little bit of a fun thing instead of like just a failure thing. Because that's all it's been. But yeah, we'll see if that shit hits. 162 games is crazy, but I love it. That's the main message of this episode, I guess. Also, I noticed that the Cardinals are battling for second to last in the National League. So hopefully the Cardinals can pull it together and not finish second to last in the entire National League. So I'll keep my eye on that. That's, again, we're not playing for shit. Waino got his 200th win. The rest of the season sucked. Yeah, that's the one thing I'll really be looking at. Go Birds, even though I bet against them. I'll let you know how this parlay went. You can expect the first guest to be in about a few weeks, I think. We'll have the first guest on the show, and that'll be a good time. We'll still talk about baseball, but I'm not going to restrict the conversation at all, and the conversation's going to go wherever it's going to go, and it'll be a proper podcast length. So, the episodes with just me are going to stay short, because it's like, I don't have that much interesting shit to talk about if it's just me, But yeah, look out for that. I'm excited for it. We're starting to get that stuff lined up, and that's exciting. So, if you're listening, I appreciate it. It's always fun doing these on Friday. Again, if you follow the Twitter, or if you give this a rating on Spotify or Apple, I would appreciate that extremely. And if you let me know about it, I'd be very happy to tell you how much I do appreciate it. But yeah, this is always fun. It's always a lot to be happy about. I don't know. I'm in a good mood. I wanted to record this Thursday night, and I fell asleep, but I'm always in such a great fucking mood when I do these on Friday. But again, I appreciate it. I've rambled long enough. Have a great fucking weekend. This was a pleasure, as always.